Are you ready for some fishing? Oh boy. Sometimes you find a big old tree like this, it's just full of them, especially when the sun gets up. You get the sun overhead, boy, they just really get really ganged up. And you got to check and see where they're located at, and a lot of times they may be out on the very ends of the trees, they may be down the sides, or especially if it's a tree like this one that's got a big old huge fork in it. They'll get right in between the forks of that tree, especially when because it's got some shade. Woo-wee! In the live well. We'll leave the old live well open. There's a bunch of them down there. Look at this. Oh, look at there. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's why you want to fish with these longer, stiffer rods, folks. This is a new crappie series from Berkeley. And it's 10 foot long, but it's a 2-piece rod. And when you're fishing in these so heavy cover like this, you get a bite. You need to be able to come out there with him before he gets you all tangled up. There's one. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. Come up in here. That's right. That's a little better one right there. Yeah, that's a nice one. All right, let's see how good a shot I am. And he went. That way you don't have to get off the deck, you can just pitch him in the back. There's one. Right on that log. Hey. Come up here, bud. How about that? Square bill eater. Oh boy. Whoa, whoa. All right. See. There he is. That's a good one. Woo, look here, what a fish, folks. Look at this fish right here. Holy cow. This is a big one. Look at here, what a fish. Come here, you got a whole mouthful of hooks. I got you now. He's got some. Look at this fish right here. This is a, that's fish. Part of his lip. That's a nice fish right there. I mean, that's a dandy. See. Holy mackerel. Tell you what, folks, if you've never took a square bill crankbait after the spawn's over with, midsummer, and throw it on lay down trees and just burn that thing through there and make it crash into them limbs and stuff, I'm telling you, it is one awesome way to catch some really nice fish. I mean, them old fish will get, after the spawn, they'll get up in them old lay down trees and they'll just kind of hang out there. And that square bill crankbait coming down through there, bouncing and ricocheting off them limbs, they just cannot stand it. And that's exactly the way I caught that fish there. There's another one. They like it under that tree. He likes it under this tree. Cypress tree at that. He's a fat dude. There he is. Good buddy. Nice chunky fish. See you, bud. Did. I don't think. Boy, you're a fat dude. There's one. Nice one. Oh! He's gonna jump. He's had it. See you, buddy. Away he went. Sun's up good now, and you can see the water's just clear enough that you can see a lot of these laydowns that come way out here in the middle of the lake. I mean, some of these old trees that have fallen out here for years, I mean, they're like way out here. And them old fish are getting suspended up underneath them. And a lot of the perch and stuff are hanging around them old logs too. I've noticed that catching some of the crappie getting up there real close. There's a lot of bluegill. And this thing crashing through there and running into them limbs and ricocheting off. They can't hardly stand that. One in there. There he is. He's not that big, but he sure is mean. Sure is mean. Got a bloody lip. Chunky dude. Hey. Whoa! Come aboard, buddy. Man, he's out here in the middle of nowhere. Well, they're nice and fat. They've already healed up from the spawn. I'm already putting some weight back on. Let's see. That dude come out of the middle of nowhere. I don't know what he was. Something on the water I didn't see, but he had to have it. No doubt about it. Oh, oh, ho, ho, what do we got here? Catfish or bass? This is a good one. I think it's a catfish. Oh, it is a catfish. Look at this one. Ooh, look here, what a channel cat. Hey, look at the old Berkeley rod to work out. Old channel cat. Oh. Old channel cat. That was fun. I didn't care what he was. He did eat it. That's the way you can make the bass crappie rodeo in the live well. Like I was saying, folks, that's the advantage of having this longer rod. When you're fishing deep in these trees like this, you gotta be able to get them out. And a little bitty light action rod just ain't gonna cut it. But because they can get you wrapped up so fast. Of course, I'm fishing with 30-pound spider wire ultra cast braid. It's really, really sensitive. I mean, you can just feel the least little tick. And also, if you get your jig or something hung up, a lot of times with this braid, you won't break your jig off. You may just straighten the hook out a little bit, but you can always bend it back. Got him in. Ooh, it's another nice one right here. Out of the water and in the live well. That's the way you do it. Gobbled that jig up. I mean, he got it pretty good. That's eating size right there. He was up under that log. Neat thing about these big old trees that's fell over in here, they're not laying right on the bottom. So what's cool about it is them old crappie can get right up underneath them and just sit there. Another nice one for the skillet. There's one. Whoa, boy. He's pretty thick. We'll just eat him. Right, I'm gonna let him loose. Bank shot. Yes, sir. Roadrunner got him. Oh, Roadrunner got him. Look how thick that one is. That's a good eater like that. Perfect. Perfect. There is a whole line of brush, and I just seen it on my hummingbird, and I just dropped my buoy to give me a reference. It's just like a whole line of it down through here. On those cloudy days like this, a lot of times you can swim. You can throw a little Roadrunner over the top of the brush piles, and they'll come. They're sitting on top of them, and they'll annihilate that dude. Like that one just did. Committed suicide. There's one. That one right there. Look at that one right there. Yes, sir. Boom. Yeah. In he goes. There he is. Another one for the skillet. Oh, there's another good one. This one right here, folks. Holy mackerel. Now they're getting bigger. Look at this one right here. Woo-wee! There's another nice crappie. Boy, you think he didn't want to eat that? He guffed it down. Man, he's got it way down there. There it is. That's another back. I'm about to get a mess to eat.
Thanks for watching this week's Hooked on Fishing with your host, Mark Goines. Be sure and join Mark again next week at this same time. Hooked on Fishing with Mark Goines. Brought to you by the following fine sponsors: